Hello, everyone. Do you ever do things like this where you tap your body or maybe self massage, right? Like open up, open up things. I can't think of the science words right now because this feels so good. Yeah, so did you know that exercise is more than just running or lifting heavy things or stretching or doing yoga or riding bikes? Like, exercise can be tai chi. Exercise can be doing tamping to help clean out your lymphatic system. Do you know what your lymphatic system is? No. Okay. Well, then that means you are in step one of being new and unaware of life. My name's Deb, and I like to share the human experience to help others gain confidence in their human experience. And as I find myself on this journey of being called to make videos to help share wisdom and information and people make sense of things, because I know that in my journey, I've had a lot of times where things did not make sense and I didn't know where to turn to. And now I do know where to turn. I do have the answers to a lot of these questions now. And if I don't share these answers, then I get a really yucky feeling in my stomach and I go crazy. So here we are. We're making videos and we're sharing answers. Okay. So this first step that I mentioned of being new and unaware, this is, and let me, okay. So I wrote some things down yesterday. It kind of just started as like, I just wanted three things of three categories where I could how I could categorize like stages of life, right? In the end, I ended up with seven, and I was like, well, this is kind of what it was. But keeping that in mind, none of it's linear, and even though I have certain stages listed, the stages, you could be at one stage, and maybe I went to this one first and then this one, but I could definitely see how someone else could go to this one and then to that, or like to this one and then to that one, right? Like nothing's linear, they can all be interconnected. And also, excuse me, different stages can have like you can repeat stages but with a different awareness. So when I say new and unaware, that can mean different things, and I paused on that and went through that explanation because of the thing. Like as a child, I was aware of energies that couldn't be seen. But as a young person in my 20s, I was unaware of how food was affecting me. So it's a matter of realizing that everything affects you, but also you affect you. And you just got to keep going and keep shutting. Like when you're new and unaware, you just have to know that you can't know what you don't know. And there's a lot that you don't know. And if you think you know it all, keep going, keep shedding. You don't know it all. Right? So that is the new and unaware. It's the realizing that what you're eating affects you. It's you realizing that what you're watching on TV is affecting you on a subconscious. Like I do not appreciate watching TV. The only reason there's a TV on the wall in my house is because a boy put it up, and and that was a people pleasing moment for me. I so did not want, I don't want that TV on my wall, but it's there, and now I use it for music and yoga videos, so it has a purpose and it's wonderful, right? So we flip the script and make it work for us. But becoming aware, and it's kind of a sense of ignorance before this, and that's what the new is. Like, oh, there's this whole new world. Like most people are just kind of they're grown or farmed in a certain environment, and it's not until you leave that farm and leave that environment that you realize there's more to life. There's more that you have control over. And as you start learning those things, then you're going to go one of two ways. This is kind of the path I was talking about earlier. You're either going to go to where you're like, oh, cool, I'm excited and I'm on a healing path. because you're realizing that your unawareness was kind of like maybe not the greatest. Some people can be unaware without it being dark. It's not always dark, but darkness is what I have experience with. So that's what I'm relating on. I've seen the people with the energies that do not have the darkness, and I cannot relate with those people. I see them for what they are and who they are, and I know that that is not me, and I know that I'm other than like their troubles are so minuscule compared to mine and the energies that I attract for the things that we have gone through and experienced, that it's just different, so they're the ones that are really, for lack of better words, that like excel quicker. They vibrate higher faster because they have less density holding them down, and that's not that's just how it is, right? I know a lot of people, this is like one of those money mindset beliefs, is a lot of people don't appreciate other people's success. Yep. Okay. Back to the subject. Do I have subjects? I have subjects today. So we're going to have the process of being new and aware. And that's either going to send you into being excited and feeling healed, or send you on a healing path of, because if you've been eating junk food, if you've been watching TV, you're going to want to shed, and shed, right? You are shedding programs. You are shedding the need for TV. You're changing your body's chemistry by learning how to eat, and learning how to eat intuitively and listen to the body. And so that's going to be your healing period. And you're either going to be really excited about it and stoked on it, and or either through this or after this, or maybe not, but it will probably lead to a depression, because A, you're detoxing. B, all this gunk that you have shoved down, like you're detoxing not just physically, but also spiritually. And it's one and the same. Like spirit and emotions and memories are held within the physical also. So as you exercise and lose weight and literally change your cellular structure, as you start eating better foods, there's a lot of darkness and yuckiness that's going to come up. And so your your job in this position of healing is to find groundedness. This is the time to be that little seed and grow your little roots and find that groundedness, right? In the healing and excited stage, find that groundedness there. Maybe even find if this is usually a stage where people get passionate about health and fitness, and they're like, yay, I'm gonna go to the gym every day. I'm gonna be like, for me, it was like, I didn't get excited about being a figure competitor, like a fitness. It was a figure I can't talk. I did bodybuilding and personal training for a while, but for me, it wasn't like I'm going to do this to help other people. It was the stepping on stage was because I wanted to know how to do it. Like I wanted to prove to myself that I could be disciplined to do those things. And it's not that, okay, so I would look at someone on stage or that was very physically fit, and I would have this not sense of jealousy, but sense of people look at them better than they look at me because they appear more disciplined than what people see of me. And this is all personal projection. Now I'm losing my train of thought. It was, I didn't I focused on a family. I did focus on a family. And so anything else personally related did not get focus. And I felt like because I hadn't done that, I didn't have a sense of self-worth and self-importance, if you will. And so it was through finding passion and focusing on myself and getting, becoming a personal trainer. That was only for myself so that I could have an understanding of the physical fitness aspect going into the journey of stepping on stage in bodybuilding competitions. And so I found a passion, right? The fitness was the passion. And that grounded me. And then I believed in the highest good, that everything was always working out for me. Things that were negative, I learned that negative thoughts were part of those things that you had to shed in the new and unaware stage. Shedding. You're shedding subconscious thoughts. You're shedding You're noticing your language. You're shedding words that don't serve you. You're not saying can't. You're saying, like, oh, I like, within that story, you'll notice I said my focus wasn't on me. My focus was on my family. I didn't say I couldn't focus on me. I said my focus was on my family. That's where I chose to put my focus. And so just find a focus, develop a foundation, find a passion, and believe in something that's a higher good, because you're going to have a darkness coming as you're detoxing and doing all this healing. And you're going to need that foundation when that darkness comes up. You're going to need it. Yeah. So those were 2 of the 7 categories, right? I'm going to recap right now. I would love to have a computer set up to be able to make these videos more interactive with like little pop-ups of information. Like, wouldn't that be wonderful? I think that would be wonderful to be able to provide valuable information in such a more digestible way. So yep, just working off the phone right now. If helping with that, that's donations and things help to with things of that nature to help this channel grow. Simple basics such as technological basics. In the meantime, I'm doing what I can with what I can. So here we are on a cell phone. Okay. Um, two of this, we got 2.5 of the 7 stages of the human experience. This is what I've narrowed life down to. This is my roadmap for life. So the first one we've talked about is being new and unaware. I guess I could say unaware and new, but I feel like you have to get to the newness stage of like, oh, this is new. You have to have something that is an aha moment of a driver of, I want something different about life. There's, you know, you need that glitch in the matrix, the new, and then you have to notice that you're unaware, because most people start off unaware and they can stay that way forever, just stay as an NPC. And so we really need to have that newness before the unaware, because the unaware is more of the becoming aware and unraveling. Then we enter the healing and excited stage. We're excited for newness. We're excited that we have learned that we can take control over our life. We've learned that we can have control over our diet, which having control over your diet is more than just food. It is controlling the money that go to the corporations that poison our food system. It is having control over the pesticides that go into your body that and wreak havoc on your digestive system and immune system. It is having control over the GMOs that go into our digestive tract and change our DNA for generations and generations to come. It is developing awareness of the chemicals that are in your home that you're washing your clothes with, the microplastics that are literally like they're finding, I mean, just all the things, right? So as you're becoming aware, you're also going to become upset about the world around you and what it has become. And so we need that excitedness to be able to find a passion, develop a foundation of roots, because this healing journey is going to send you into a darkness of, why are we here? Why is this happening? Why is this so unfair? What am I doing here? What is my purpose? What is, like, it's going to send you places. And that's the 2.5 subjects of 7. We're not going to go further. We're going to leave it at those. If you want to hear the others, you'll have to tune in tomorrow. I actually did just kind of write them down. So this is going to be the topic for the next few videos. My name's Deb. I like to share the human experience to help others gain confidence in their human experience. Kind of a how to be human, if you will, type of channel. And yep, yep, yep. Here we are, connecting to source, connecting to ourselves, and sharing it with everyone. So if this resonated with you, comment 777 below. And for some reason, that's just a number that's been sparking at me lately. Usually it's been like 111 or 333, but lately it's been 777, of which for the block of 7 days that we are in right now, I believe we're on day 5 or 6, might be 6. Um, 7 p.m. my time, which is Mountain Standard Time, Salt Lake City, Utah time, which is 1 hour ahead of California, 2 hours behind New York. I am jumping online. I said I was going to do it for 7 days at 7 p.m. my time, and I have learned I needed a time cap. So I put it at 7 minutes. And 7 minutes, I feel like, gives enough people that are late to log on and start interacting. But also, if nobody shows up at 7 minutes, or if it's just trolls for the first 7 minutes, I'm outie. So if it's important to you and you want to interact, show up, bring the comments. I'll have questions and comments, but it really is just a time to interact and see who we're bringing in. And yesterday, I don't know what the deal was, but the vibe of the people that were in there, it's not my vibe. So I said no to that. Goodbye, right? We have the choice to do that. We have the power to decide to do that. And is it bad that I drew in that type of bad energy? I don't know what that is about. Sometimes that's just going to happen. I'm not going to let it like ruin my joy. So it's like, okay, goodbye. Right. And I did get messages of people who are like, oh, we knew that you're streaming. We tried to catch you and we missed you. And like, so, you never know what the universe is going to give you. But if you're joining, be nice. I just, I feel like it was if you go watch the live video, you'll see I am just dumbfounded. But that's the experience of putting yourself out here on the internet and YouTube. Literally anything, any entity can be out there in the energy that is the internet. It's not what you think it is. Be mindful and aware. Okay? All right. So comment, subscribe, follow so the message never misses you. Never feel like you have to watch all the videos. Feel free to jump around. The message that you need will always find you when you need it. So, have a blessed day.